Hi, this is Neil Walters with another video about cryptocurrency. In this video, I want to tell you about the DIVI project. This is the DIVI wallet we see on the screen right here. And I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to set up what's called a MasterNode. I already have one MasterNode, which I recently upgraded from what's called a copper one to a silver one. And what this is doing then, I'm on the rewards tab right here. And this is showing me all the payments I'm getting from running the MasterNode. A MasterNode is similar to what you hear when you hear people talk about miners. Miners are actually expensive computers that need a lot of CPU power and such, and they generate rewards as well. But a MasterNode just runs on a server, and normally you have to be kind of a technical guy to set it up. But DIVI has created this thing called like a one-click MasterNode setup. They actually have a word for it, but I'm forgetting what it is right now. And once you have your MasterNode set up, you're doing what's called staking. You're taking a set of your coins, the minimum of 100,000, and you're putting them in this special MasterNode, and then they reward you for running that. So just to show you, for example, here, I'm going to go back about a month. So here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me count them offline. Okay, so I've got 13 of these payments, and I want to show you the price the other day of DIVI. Price the other day of DIVI was 0.075, give or take, 7 cents basically. And each one of these payments then is $40. And I think I just said I have 13 of those. Whoa, that's more than I thought. That's kind of nice. So my MasterNode is actually creating for me $500 a month right now. So what I've been doing over the last year is I've been accumulating those. So if we go back here to the overview tab, you see I am collecting quite a lot of DIVI here. And the good news is I only paid about a penny for most of my DIVI, and now it's at 7.5 cents. So that's the other advantage. It's tending to go up, and I think it's going to go up a lot more. I follow Bitcoin Ben almost daily on his blogs, and he talks to the DIVI people a lot, and he keeps giving out these hints. He keeps talking about things that are going to happen, and he can't say what they are because of a non-disclosure agreement, but he keeps saying things are going to get really, really big with DIVI. I started out with a copper node, which is 100,000 DIVI, and I ran that for quite a long while, and what that did, it actually created about 62,000 DIVI. I may have had some left over, but anyway, it kept adding to my DIVI. My DIVI kept going up every month. And then with Bitcoin Ben saying big things are about to happen, I decided to go ahead and buy 30,000 more DIVI so I could start a second node. So you'll see in a minute how this locks up. So out of my 400,000 here, 300,000 of that is locked up in the silver node, and now I'm getting ready to lock up 100,000 in the new copper node. So if you click here, and by the way, here are the different nodes. And so when you get a silver node, you actually make 5% more than what you get from a copper node. Plus you're making, well, 3 times as much because you have 3 times as many coins, but then you get a 5% bonus on top of that, and you can see it goes up here. And I have heard Bitcoin Ben talk about a few people who bought like for example, the 1,000,000 coins, and they're treating it like a bank account or a savings account. Then they're making their monthly house payment by basically taking the coins that it's generating from this MasterNode and then use that to, they sell them, and then they use that for their monthly expenses. So if we look at this number I generated right here a while ago in 1 month, if we multiply that by 12, let's do an annualized version. That's 6,000 a year. So let's say if you had to go out right now and buy a MasterNode at 300,000, and let's say it's 0.75. I think it actually just dropped a little bit under 7 cents today, but I'm going to use this number. So I guess, unfortunately, right now it would take $22,500 to buy a silver node. And like I said, I certainly didn't start with that. It's like when I bought, let's say, 100,000 node, I paid like about a little over a penny. So it cost me $1,000. So you can see it's been quite a good investment. Let's go back to the wallet here. And so here we click on MasterNodes. And you can see here is my Silver Node 1 running. and it's got a button over here, dismantle or unsubscribe. So you do have to pay $10 a month with PayPal if you're running the first 2 level nodes. I think the higher level nodes, it might be $20 a month. And so right here, there's a button that says deploy a new master node. So if you know how master nodes normally work, this is just absolutely incredible, because normally you would have to download software and set up a server and then get the server working and put in your keys, and it would be very difficult to do on your own. But this tool just does it all for you. Okay, then a nice little screen pops up, and here they're telling you what the different nodes are. You know, they said they're kind of trying to gamify it, but you can see here it says I don't have enough DIVI, obviously, for a gold one, right? But if we come over here, I have enough for a copper one, so I'm going to click subscribe. It says click the subscribe button below. When it's paid, this dialog will close, and the deploy will be available after payment. So you can pay like 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time, or a year at a time. I'm just going to go with the monthly payment. And then as far as I can tell, the only way you can pay is with PayPal. So you'd have to have a PayPal account. So here it's telling you it's the $10 subscription, and you choose your bank account or your credit card that's linked to your PayPal and say continue. Agree and subscribe. And they give you all this different information here, not too important to us. And now you give your master node alias. So you notice I call my others like Neil Walters. I originally had Copper Node 1. So just so I can keep my payments separate from my other ones, I'll call this Neil Copper Node 2. I should have written that down before, but I think that's clear enough. So it's Neil Walters, Copper Node 2. I think the allocating funds means what they're doing is they're taking your 100,000 of your DIVI and they're actually just locking it down, which is what they're calling the staking. So you won't be able to spend it while it's tied up in your master node. That's one disadvantage of running a master node, but if you need to, you can stop and dismantle your master node and then sell your DIVI. So it says waiting confirmations. I'm going to pause the video while that happens, but you can see everything else happen pretty fast. Every blockchain will have an Explorer tool. If you just type in DIVI Blockchain Explorer, you'll find at least one or more of them. So let's take a look at both of these here. And then this one, under construction. Okay, so we'll look at this one. This is from chains cryptoid.info. You can see here how fast the blocks are coming. I don't remember it taking the 15 times last time I did this. That might have been something they just changed. So look how far apart these are. See, between this one and this one was 1 minute. It was 3 minutes between this one, 1 minute between that one, 1 minute, less than a minute, less than a minute. So if we look here, how long it's going to take to do 14 blocks. See, there's 2 of them that just came in while we were talking. So I'm still going to guess it's going to be, say, 20 to 30 minutes, just roughly. And by the way, it gives you the current price right here. Okay, I came back and it says it's all successfully deployed, which is a good sign. Hit close. Now if I click here on Masternodes, so here's my Neil Walters Silver Node and my Neil Walters Copper Node 2. And it's doing some updates. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's not a problem. And by the way, if there are any issues with your master node, they have a nice support channel on Telegram called DIVI Support Official. Real quick, what is Telegram? There's a website called webtelegram.org, but a lot of people use it on their cell phones. It's just a way you can chat in these different groups. Like right now, I've got one open called my HODLNOT Den. That's something real cool you might want to check out in some of my other videos. HODLNOTS, by the way, is a scalp trading course that I took, and then they have monthly and ongoing support in here where you can find out what coins are shooting off at any one moment, that kind of thing. And you can ask questions. You have trainers in there 24 hours a day all the way around the world. So there's always someone there you can ask questions to. And then here's, for example, the DIVI support. And if you haven't opened one of these for a while, there might be a button up here where you can catch up. But like here, I could just ask them a question. Hey, my DIVI node has taken more than 15 minutes. I think these are all volunteers, mostly. And While that's running, let me go back to these the reward page, like here. These $540 rewards that you get kind of come in randomly. Like, see here, I got 2 on the same day. Here I got 2 on this day, but I didn't get one on the 14th or the 15th. So it is similar, I think, to mining. It's either that or it's a lottery system. I actually don't know internally how they do it. But more than likely, you're going to get the same number of rewards every month. It's probably going to be pretty smooth. It might be plus or minus 1. And can you just imagine if Divi ever goes to $1? This will be spitting out $540 every couple of days. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on, right? You guys got to get into this crypto stuff. So there's really nothing else to show here. Just we'll wait a while. That'll just all of a sudden say running. And that's basically how easy it is to set up a Masternode with Divi. It's basically just a one-click deploy and no technical abilities really required. And just to let you know, the 2 people I follow on the internet are Marius Landman, this guy right here, and Bitcoin Ben. I'd say those are the 2 primary ones. I do listen to tons of other videos, and I like a lot of the YouTubers. But Marius here does a weekly seminar, and he does long-term trades and forecast. And he's amazingly accurate at his predictions of what's going to happen next. He's made so many accurate calls. And he's actually been doing that for probably 2 or 3 years. He has one of the largest groups in the world of subscribers. And what he's doing now is he's creating a new system, and he has all these new groups. This is his wife. She teaches the scalp trading. This guy creates what's called trend signals and day trading. They have a trading course. They have intermediate training. They have beginner training. And they're actually starting something new called ToNoIt, which has to do with coaching and personal development as well. So I'll be posting some more videos on that over the next few weeks, and there'll be some links below this video if you want to learn more or to be able to start taking advantage of these courses and these services that he has to offer. And you can become an affiliate of it and sell it as well. So this has been Neil Walters. I'll see you on the next video.